say that he dropped the first girl in the tank that was shallowest, and he hurt it, and he wouldn't put the kid in the other tank because at this level he's not an operator. He's not out gauging the tanks. He doesn't know the level of the tanks. Yeah. Right. So he as a lead, he's the guy that shows up. And I think he dropped the kid in the shallow tank, and we probably, just from my experience, I would go, oh yeah, that tank's empty. I can't do that. Somebody's gonna open this hatch, and they're gonna see this kid. Right.
Yeah, he's never given an account for why, but I do know that the things that I've asked him, because the speculation, he hasn't given an answer. He doesn't know.
I would imagine that would have been a very dark moment that his body naturally tried to block out.
Yeah, I'm sure. I mean, I will love to.
To exploit. Right.
I mean, he only knew about that because he was doing it in exchange for a fire stick to save money on their cable bill. That's it.
If he was going to plan it, he would have planned it where nobody was going to come after it.
Let me say this: if he was going to plan it, he would have gone to one of the 500 ones that are empty, not used, not in service, around that area, and done it in Shannan's car, so they wouldn't have been caught. I mean, that's my point: is that there's so many. When it comes to speculation, if you're thinking about him trying to get away with it. Oh my gosh, he could have stayed in the garage, in Shannan's vehicle, loaded him up, her windows are tinted. He could have gone anywhere of 1,000 places. You have Loveland Reservoir, Boulder Canyon. You have 1,000, like I said, open oil containers that are not in use, not serviced. There's 1,000 things he could have done. If you're thinking he was trying to get away with this or concerned he's going to get caught, the last place. That's why I've said, if he did anything but what he did that morning, I would say he's guilty. If he would have gone to his truck and nothing else, I'd have been like, where's the bodies? What'd you do? If he would have taken Shannan's car, guilty. If he would have gone near his work site, guilty. If there's...
His work truck limited pretty much anything he could do. And they were able to trace every step he made that day.
And he knew it. I mean, even him going out the front door, he pulled his truck in.
He made the comment when they interviewed him in the prison that when they were talking about his clothes, and that they asked him, did you dump your clothes in the dumpster? He goes, yeah, I was always waiting for you guys to do every stop he made.
Right.
Can I please quickly ask something? Yeah. Is there the possibility that you're possibly a bit brainwashed by Chris? that you believe everything he says when he's told so many fibs?
No, I don't believe everything he says. So here's
don't?
How I can answer that. How I can answer that is
Jay. Hello.
I think she's
Jay. Jay.
Fell asleep.
I think she's asleep.
Kim, has Chris mentioned anything about Sherilyn Cattle's letters? Said anything about all the graphic details?
No, I mean, I think it's like I said this earlier. He was recounting to her. So when that was first started, it was supposed to be a book about his testimony. Some part it changed, and it was more of like I don't want to say it's threat, but it was like, if you say anything but, because she wanted an account for it, if he said anything but he did everything, she wasn't going to write the book. And so we basically tried to give her a recount, like an account of what he told the the investigators. And so clearly you'll see how much that story was not the same.
I've got a question for you. Somebody asked, was the wireless router turned off so Vivint didn't record it?
Say that again?
Was the wireless router turned off by Chris in the house, and as soon as he ran back into the house, when NA was there, when the police were there, when he first got home, he ran downstairs and turned the router back on?
No, because when he got to the house, his phone and her watch pinged the router, so it was on when he got there.
It was
on. When he got to the house, his phone connected immediately to the router.
Okay.
So,
all right, but it had been turned off at some stage, I believe.
I don't know.
straight up
Yeah.
honest here. If he's wanting to get the truth out, like you say, or like he's saying, why does he feel the need that he has to go to court to get the truth out? Why can't he get the truth out and just even have stories or have truths and just say the truth and not drag people?
Well, it's not that. I mean,
But he's really wanting to protect the families, like he says, right? Yeah. Why would you want to drag them all through the court? Because that's going to be like that's going to be just as bad as going through it all over again the first day.
Yeah, I mean, it's not just about the truth, because he could say the truth, people don't believe it. He wants to also know the truth. There's a lot of stuff that he wants answers for. And I think he wants to just go back and have his day in court and be tried and held responsible for what he did.
But he's saying he did it, right? So, I mean,
he's just saying he's responsible for Shannan's part and for the work site. So that's what he wants to be charged for. He wants to have
He's going back saying he didn't kill the kid.
Right. He's going everything he told his dad in that first.
I'm being totally.
So the part that he talks
totally
about.
Respectful to you right now, so please don't take it any way that it's not. Do you believe that? Do you believe he didn't kill the kid?
Yeah. I do.
So the part that he talks about, that the kids were in the back of the truck and they were alive and they were like laying on each other's lap and everything, that's a lie?
Well, I don't think that they were alive. I think that, they were in the back of the truck in the back seat. I don't think that they were alive. I don't think he killed them twice. There's no evidence he killed them twice. I think there'd be there'd be significant injuries to their body, and there'd be a lot of different things that I think would account for an attempted murder, and they both wake up miraculously. Chris was a strong guy. I don't think that there'd been a struggle to kill them the first time. I don't know.
Yeah, if he, going back to your blood pooling, and I'm just asking questions here.
Yeah.
If there would have been a long drive for those little girls, they would have had blood pooling there, right? That'd have been a 45-minute drive there alone, not counting the time it took for him to load everything up. It took him 45 minutes to get his truck out to leave his house by the time he first parked it.
I don't think that. A
good
hour and a half right there.
Somebody's asking for the shadow. Time. What do you think about the shadow?
Like I said, the shadow has been interesting.
See, he's dragging him onto the car, but the shadow that's not beyond reasonable doubt. That would be.
And I don't, like I said,
the shadow is iffy.
I don't know if that's something people have talked about. The discovery changing. I don't know if that's something that's been, who knows, added. I have no idea. Like I said, because it was not part of the case putting him in prison, thankfully it's not part of our job to prove or disprove that. That will be a prosecution move. So it's not something we have to worry about. But like I said, you guys, there are so many one-offs that are, well, is this possible? Who knows? Like I said, the defense only has to put together probable cause for something else or speculation in a different scenario. And, that's where that stands. And like I said, I would really like the DA to have to do their job.
Yeah. Well, you're going to force them to at that point. Yeah. Hey, a quick question here.
A preliminary hearing, they didn't have, the judge didn't see anything. Now they've changed their crime scene. So this is going to rest on the prosecution's shoulder to put up or shut up. They're going to have to prove their case. They're going to have to come to the table. And if they can't, well, then we're going to have to see what's going to happen at that point. Because, they're going to have to bring their best game to the table. And so will the defense, to be honest. But there's going to be an authentic, true discovery process. They're going to have to share the information. There's not going to be this, like in the original case, 13 days after Chris's first court hearing, the defense in their motion said that they didn't even receive one piece of evidence yet. Nothing. They'd seen nothing. That doesn't happen normally. Them trying to steal